Hey everybody, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a virtual machine within Microsoft Azure and then connect to that virtual machine using remote desktop display. This tutorial will assume that you already have a subscription or an account through Microsoft Azure. So go ahead and go to your Azure home page, should be portal.azure.com, and your screen should look something like mine here. So the first thing we are going to do is create a resource group. Go ahead and go into the search bar, just type in resource groups. Select. And right underneath resource groups at the upper left-hand corner of the page, go ahead and hit create. Now for the resource group name, you can name it anything you would like. For the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to call mine RG1, resource group 1. Keep it easy. For your region, you can really select anything you'd like. For this tutorial, it's not going to matter much, but I am located in the US. I'm just going to go ahead and select US West 3. On the bottom left-hand corner, you will see a Review and Create tab. Go ahead and click it. On the top, you can see that validation has passed. The green check mark is good news. So, again, on the bottom left-hand corner, go ahead and click Create once more. All right, now as you can see, we have created our resource group called RG1 or whatever you may have named it. So that's good. Now we're going to go ahead and create our virtual machine. Go into the search bar and type in virtual machines and select the top one. Same as last step, on the upper left-hand corner, you will see virtual machines. Directly below it, you will see create. Go ahead and select it. The drop-down menu will give you 3 different options. Go ahead and click the first one, Azure Virtual Machine. For the resource group name, you can choose whatever you would like. Or I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. Make sure to select the resource group that you just created in the last step. In my case, it was RG1. You might have named yours something different, but just make sure that you select the resource group that you had just created. Now for the virtual machine name, you can name it whatever you would like. I am a man of simplicity, so I just will choose something like VM1, standing for Virtual Machine 1. You can name it anything you would like. Just, do whatever you want. For the region, make sure that it matches whatever you selected last time. In my case, it was US West 3. You may have chose something different. Just make sure that it matches what you chose in the last step. For the image, or the virtual computer that we will be using, we're going to go ahead and use Windows 10. There is a drop down. You will see it, a little bit towards the bottom. But Windows 10 Pro version 21H2 is what we are looking for this. On the size, or the power, it's not really going to matter too much for this tutorial. Just one thing to note, if you are by a pay-as-you-go subscription, as you can see, there are different amounts of using these. Again, for this tutorial, it's not going to make much of a difference as this is a quick and simple thing. But just keep in mind that if you are paying as you go, obviously the larger dollar amount, the more resources and dollars it's going to take from your account. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and just select this 2 virtual CPUs, 8 memory is good. Again, this is going to be quick and easy. We'll be taking it down at the end of it anyway, but just always keep in mind, you don't want to rack up that time or those credit amounts, whether it's your free subscription or your pay-as-you-go. Just always kind of keep that in mind. And again, just make sure to clear everything out at the end of it. But for this example, we're going to go ahead and choose this. As far as username, again, you can choose whatever you want. For the sake of ease, I'm going to go ahead and just use lab user. Password, choose whatever you want. Just make sure that it meets all of the requirements, obviously. Re-enter. Allow selected ports is just fine here. Now we can go to disks. And we are just going to keep everything as is here. Go ahead and select networking next. And just make sure that your virtual network is in with the virtual machine that you have created, VM1 for me, VNet. And everything else should be fine. Go ahead to the bottom left-hand corner and select Review and Create. As you can see, the validation has passed. That is good news. So go ahead, go down to the bottom left-hand corner and select Create once more. Now this part can take a while, maybe a few minutes or so. As it is working, you will start to see different things that it is creating within your resource group and virtual machine. So I will end up speeding up this video or cutting out this part as it will take a minute. All right. Now after those few minutes of waiting, you can see your deployment is now complete. So voila, you have now created your virtual machine within Microsoft Azure. So you can go ahead and just click Go to Resource, or you can search for virtual machines. Click that, and right there, we will see VM1, which was my name. Your name might be different, but there is our machine. And so there we have it. All right. Now as far as connecting to it via remote desktop display, we're going to look for the public IP address, which is going to be on the right side here. You can see right here, public IP address. Yours definitely might be different than mine. It probably should be, but look for the public IP address. Right here's a nice little copy to clipboard. We're going to want to copy that because that's how we're going to get into our virtual machine using remote desktop display. Now, from here, we're going to go into our search bar at the bottom of our desktop, and we're going to search for, and this is for Windows. Mac might be a little bit different, but for the sake of this video, we are using Windows. So I'm going to type in remote, and the first thing you should see is remote desktop connection. Go ahead and select that. And you should get a little box, something like this. Come on. All right. So remember how we copied that public IP address right up here? We're going to go ahead and enter that into the computer name. And we're going to select connect. All right. If you remember in one of the previous sections, I told you to keep a good note of whatever username and password you selected. You're going to have to input that information right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to more choices. And we're going to use a different account. In my case, my username was lab user. And you all should have picked your own password, obviously. Go ahead and enter that information. And on this, go ahead and just say yes. And now we will have the home screen of the virtual computer that we are on. As you can see, it's walking on us nicely. As for this, in this lab, it's not going to matter too much. I'm going to go ahead and just say accept. And then boom, you are now at the desktop of your own virtual machine being hosted in Microsoft Azure's platform. Go ahead, hit yes. And you are free to do what you will. Thanks for watching. Nice, simple, easy video on how to just set up a virtual machine and connect to it from your own personal machine. Lots you can do with this. It's perfect for testing and running different tutorials. Lots to play around with. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. Have a good one, everybody.